Respecting your elders does not mean accepting disrespect and manipulation from them. See, teaching discernment is different from teaching hate. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I teach my son that apologies mean nothing without clear communication of what they did wrong and the work to change the behavior. Otherwise, it's just a way to use politeness to manipulate a person into excusing the behavior. You hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's important to me that my kid learns how to recognize manipulation when it's coming from someone they know. I mean, we all teach our kids things about how to be safe around strangers that could be predators, don't we?
Absolutely.
Right? But somehow teaching our kids to use discernment with people they know is poisoning them against the family. See, my son knows exactly why I don't talk to my mom or my brother and why I'm estranged from some of my family. I refuse to lie to protect the image of a grown adult to my kid, especially after the way they treated me. My job as a parent is to prepare my son to navigate the world, to guide him. Not necessarily to protect him from it, but to guide him to protect himself, his peace, and his well-being.
Right.
It's because of the things I went through when I was young that I teach my son that respecting your elders does not mean accepting disrespect and manipulation from them. I teach my son what guilt tripping looks like and how to handle it. I'm teaching my son that he doesn't owe anyone unlimited access just because they said they loved him. I'm teaching my son how to say no without explaining themselves, how to set boundaries without feeling like the bad guy, and how to respect it when other people do the same. How to recognize and walk away from toxic relationships without feeling guilty. You hear me?
Yes.
Like how to spot people that create chaos for those around them and then want to blame the person that calls them on their crap. I'm teaching him that knowing someone a long time doesn't excuse being treated poorly by them. I've taught my son that just because someone is crying doesn't automatically make them the victim or automatically mean they're actually remorseful for something they did. So you can be supportive to somebody without giving them an inch of power over you. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn these truths early in life. Often the most dangerous people you meet aren't showing up in dark alleys when you're alone. They're showing up wearing your same last name. I'm not teaching my son to hate anyone, but I will teach him not to confuse love with obligation. I will teach him how to discern the difference between who's there for you and who is there to use you. I wasn't protected by the adults that were supposed to protect me when I was a kid. And because of that, I'm teaching my son how to protect his peace, how to identify manipulation and coercion when it's being used against him. See, because that's how cycles end. You know what I'm saying? Not by acting like it didn't happen, but by giving the next generation the tools and understanding to handle it at a young age. You know, the tools I wish I had when I was his age. I believe so deeply in this that I built this studio on it. I incorporate as much of this as I can into my classes. You know what I mean? Like age appropriate as possible. How to set boundaries, how to recognize them, how to see when you're being manipulated out of your boundaries, how to see when coercion is being used against you or against somebody else, and how to stand up against it. Obviously, we want to keep it age appropriate, right? But, you know, anyone that wants to teach here, right? Like, you got to ask yourself, is this something that you agree with? Is this something that you think is important for these kids? Because I think it's important for mine.